Passengers at Sydney Airport are facing a third day of delays as travellers trying to get away for Easter school holidays queue for flights. Key points. Some passengers say they have waited 2 hours to check in for flights. Some passengers say they have waited 2 hours to check in for flight. Staff shortages, caused by close contact rules, are being partially blamed. Staff shortages, caused by close contact rules, are being partially blamed. Qantas, Jetstar, Virgin and Sydney airports say the Easter holiday period is likely to be the busiest since before COVID-19. On Friday, Sydney Airport's boss said inexperienced travellers had contributed to a perfect storm, causing major delays at Mascot. In one tweet, a person who arrived before 5 a.m. this morning described the situation as hell. Loading. Over the last 2 days, passengers have been seen waiting in queues for hours to pass through security and check-in, while footage from the airport has shown snaking lines stretching through and outside terminals. Some planes have had to be held back to allow passengers to make their flights as people flock to travel for the Easter school holidays. Another person waiting in the queue tweeted they had been waiting for 2 hours to check in for a Qantas flight, with only 3 counters open for international flights. It has been reported that staffing issues due to COVID-19 close contact rules are partially to blame for the problem, with airline staff unable to get exemptions available to other industries. In late March, Sydney Airport warned passengers that the school holiday period would be the busiest in 2 years, asking passengers to arrive 2 hours before domestic flights. Loading. On Friday, Jeff Colbert, Sydney Airport's chief executive, issued an apology to passengers, saying COVID-19 was at the root of the issue. "We're facing a perfect storm at the moment," he said. "Traffic numbers are picking up, travellers are inexperienced after 2 years of not travelling, and the close contact rules are making it hard to fill shifts and staff the airport." A spokesman for Sydney Airport said security queues had been extensive before 6 a.m., but later settled down, and there had been no reports of passengers missing flights. Teams of staff were working to comb through passenger queues and prioritise more urgent flights, he said in a statement. Queues at Sydney Airport on Friday. Loading. "We are working around the clock to resolve these issues and have teams in the terminals bringing passengers forward in order of priority. We are anticipating it will be busy right through the school holiday period and peak over the Easter and Anzac Day weekends, in some cases at 90% of pre-COVID passenger levels. We're deeply grateful to passengers for their ongoing patience, and we're sorry to everyone who has been inconvenienced. We would also like to thank passengers for getting to the airport early and treating staff and each other with kindness and respect." A spokeswoman for Qantas and Jetstar agreed that it would be busy through the school holiday period because the number of people flying around Australia over Easter will be higher than pre-COVID levels. A spokeswoman for Virgin Australia confirmed that it was also being impacted by long queues at departure terminals over the Easter school holiday period. "We encourage all guests flying domestically with us to follow the advice of airports and arrive 2 hours ahead of scheduled departure, and use online check-in," the airline said in a statement.